About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on Monday night. And no run back here. It's a touchback, but with the new rule in effect, with the ball bouncing in the landing zone, they'll start this drive at their own 20. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Shot alert, shot alert. Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Throwing, Lance. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Cowboys.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Second and 7. Now Lance. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. He is in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Dell motioning over. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. will stay on the ground with Pierce. Finds room inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
1st and 10.
All ready.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's into the hands of Diggs. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
South. Here we go, let's go.
First carry for Joe Mixon. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
All right.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready up.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Street. Let's go now. Panther 11, Camp Warrior 70.
Watkins motioning over.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? it makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
7 Buffalo 18.
To throw is Lance. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Why, Tony. All right.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So we've played one quarter.
With the score, Cowboys.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. In motion now, it's Collins. Oh, he tried to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. To throw, here's Lance. That's into the hands of Turpin. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Check.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Here we go. Set. Track at 60. Ready?
Here's Lance. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Open man, that's Collins. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion now, it's Collins. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Give him 10 more. One, just enough for another first down. Here's Stroud. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he's in. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Texans.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go.
This drive will start on the ground. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
19, target. Set up. 19, target. Set up.
Lance. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That's hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will come back to tie things at 17. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat. Set. 18, Pioneer.
Watkins motioning over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Back to the air again on 2nd and a hit, and he has lost the football. The Texans have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stroud. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 38-yard line.
Hold it ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Take go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down and it's an incompletion.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. Let's keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Cowboys 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
All right.
Stroud to throw. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
On the quick, right?
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Now, Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, a miss hit there, off the side of his foot. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays this defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll look to set up the screen here. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Set. Bronco 80. Go.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right there, right there. Ready? Warriors 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Watkins motioning over.
Set up.
Now Lance. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Schultz is the motion man. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Right to Texas. 11.
Here's Mixon. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down. Stroud gonna set up to throw. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans go up by 3. It's 27-24. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Viking 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
To throw is Lance. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing, Lance. Quick throw, taken in. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Up the middle they go. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Track 60.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Ready?
To throw, here's Lance. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. 19, Pioneer. Trap 60, Trap Mustang 19. Ready, go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Here's Lance. Going for it all. That is caught. What a throw. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go, Reed, go. 70 Timberwolf.
Watkins motioning over. Lance looking to throw. He'll air this one out for Watkins. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 59 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown Cowboys. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Robin. Go. 19 Texans.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Already.
They will work the middle with Mixon. Mixon has the first down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Stroud gives it to Pierce. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Pierce. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now a return coming from the 14. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Hurt. Here we go. Panther 11.
Watkins motioning over.
Hut.
Lance. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
We're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
In motion, Lamb. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready? 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready?
They'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Turpin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
19 Tiger, 19, ready?
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check that. Here we go, set. Street.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith.
Rig it. Get up.
They'll stick with him again. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys are going to open up the lead to 8. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both